Link down below in the description box if you want to read these at your own leisure, in which you're going to have to, because I'm only going to do a partial narration of the patch notes, as they're boring to read out when they're 20 frickin' minutes long, and nobody watches through the video all the way through anyways. So you could see the sizes here, roughly, depending on your platform as to how big it'll be. For me, it was actually 18.2 gigabytes on PC, but it still kind of gives you an idea of how big this update is in terms of gigabytes. So let's just get into some of the patch notes here. With today's update, we're excited to introduce One Wasteland to Fallout 76, which allows creatures to dynamically adjust their levels up and down on the fly to more closely match each player they encounter. If multiple players all come across the same enemy at the same time, its level will simultaneously rise for the higher level players and drop for the lower level players. In addition to their levels, each creature's damage, health, and resistances, as well as the loot they drop and the XP they award, will also better match each player. This means that all players who are adventuring together can have an impact on any given combat encounter, even if there is a large level gap between them. While creatures will still have minimum and maximum levels, such as a max of the level of 50 in the forest, they are now much more flexible overall. They've been doing yoga, so they're quite flexible. You see what I did there? One Wasteland opens up more opportunities to adventure anywhere in Appalachia, whether alone or with your friends. It also smooths out some of the early game bumps for new players, allows higher level players to get max level loot in previously lower level regions, and should offer more consistent combat encounters for everyone. Catch even more details by reading our recent One Wasteland preview article on Fallout.com. So again, in that link, you'll be able to link the link. It's a double clink. New season board and rewards. Join Armor Ace and the Power Patrol in their march against the oppressive Subjugator and his army of Red Viper minions during Fallout 76 Season 2, which begins right now. Season 2 brings all the new Armor Ace scoreboard to the game, featuring 100 ranks for you to achieve during the next 10 weeks. We've added a host of rewards that will unlock as you rank up, including new power armor paints, armor and weapon skins, themed cosmetics, camp items, and other in-game currencies, perk card packs, and more. We've also made several adjustments this season that you may want to keep in mind as you dive in. Now, when I say we've made, I'm like narrating the patch notes that they've put. Obviously, I'm not a part of the team. I oftentimes get comments down below, hey, do you know when you'll add this to the game or when you'll add that to the game? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not a part of Bethesda, but thanks. We've made several adjustments this season that we want to keep you in mind as we dive in. Yeah, I've already read that, sorry. Rank ups will be purchasable immediately, so those who'd like to rank up using atoms can join the fight to crush the Red Vipers starting today. We've also implemented some new daily and weekly challenges, such as the Daily Ops themed challenges, to offer you even more day-to-day variety as you rank up. We're also adding more weeklies to the challenge lineup, so you have more flexibility to progress on your schedule. Finally, we've made several of the last season's rewards like lunchboxes, the ammo converter available at gold bullion, whatever, vendors, so players who missed them have another opportunity to unlock them. Head to the season page Fallout.com and read our recent Season 2 preview article to get more information. Daily Ops puts your skills to the test by taking on instanced, randomized, and repeatable encounters called the Daily Ops. They are fairly challenging, and so we recommend them for characters who are level 50 plus and above. Excuse me. I need a sip of water. Our first game mode for Daily Ops is called Uplink, which will require you to secure a series of uplinks to track down and destroy enemies that are threats to Appalachia. Appa. Don't tell me how to pronounce it. I'm French, monisciolis. I'm not supposed to be perfect in English. In Daily Ops, you'll square off against enemies from a single faction who are affected by a unique mutation which will make them deadlier and more challenging to take them down. Complete your objectives, eliminate the enemy threat, and you'll be rewarded for your efforts to make Appa a safe place for everyone. To join a Daily Op, open the map screen and find the new world activity tracker we've added in the lower left corner. Select a daily op from the list to learn more about it, including which location, enemies, and mutations you'll face. Enter daily ops directly from the tracker by clicking the Join button. You can take on daily ops alone or team up to 4 other players. Each day, daily ops will feature a fresh combination of location, enemy faction, and then mutations to keep you on your toes. I gotta say, overall, playing Fallout 76, when it first came out, let's be honest, it was a shit show. It was like, what is this? Is this some kind of joke? Is this like an April Fool's joke? I gotta admit, though, they really did turn this game around. It's, wow. It's definitely a much better game now. There's no two ways about it. Locations: the Burrows, the Burning Mine, Valley Galleria, or the Vault 94. Enemy factions: you can have super mutants, blood eagles, or robots. Enemy mutations: nothing's written. Oh. Piercing Gaze: this mutation is always applied to enemies. The uplink daily ops mode and gives them greatly enhanced perception of players. They can also have volatile: enemies will explode on death. Or active camouflage: enemies will be cloaked when not attacking. Resilient: enemies can only be killed by melee attacks. Or freezing touch: enemy attacks will freeze players. Since you'll be facing constant combat and deadly threats during your operation, we've reduced the condition damage taken by your weapons and armor by 50% while in a daily op. Like the event, a colossal problem: creatures in daily ops will drop ammo based on the weapons you're actually using when you take them down. This will help keep your ammo reserves topped off through lots of combat. You can repeat daily ops as often as you like each day, and you'll receive a base set of rewards every time you complete one. However, there are 3 additional reward tiers that you can reach once per day by completing a daily op within a certain time limit. Initiate tier, 16 minutes or less. Paladin tier, 12 or less. Elder tier, 8 minutes or less. It's funny because usually when you're an elder, you're slower. Get it? I was trying to be funny. Work with me here. The higher the tier you achieve, the higher your chances to get better rewards, including more XP, larger amounts of in-game currencies, legendary items, and even brand new items like the Warglaive, which is customizable two-handed melee weapon. After finishing a daily op, you'll be able to view an operation report which shows you how fast you've managed to complete it, which reward tiers you've reached, and a list of the rewards you've earned except for the XP and currencies. Legendary perks. Legendary perks are a new high-level perk card for players who have reached level 50 plus, which will help you add even more power and build diversity to your characters. We've added a new legendary perks button to the top of the normal perk card menu, which can use to access and modify your legendary perk slots and cards. You will unlock your first legendary perk slot at level 50 and up to 6 slots in total at certain level milestones after that: 75, 100, 152, 300, so on and so forth. If you already have high-level characters, they will immediately have access to 1 legendary perk slot for each of the above milestones they've reached. For example, at level 250, you will have access to 5 legendary perk slots and will gain a 6th slot at level 300. Excuse me. 1 legendary perk card can be equipped to each slot, and you can equip them at any time in exchange for 1 perk coin. More on perk coins below. Legendary perk slots are account-wide and will be available to all your characters as soon as you unlock them. Even your characters below level 50 will be able to equip legendary perks in these slots, which gives them access to more power at an earlier stage of the game than your higher level characters had at that level. So with legendary perks, we're introducing perk coins, which you can use to increase the power of your legendary perk cards by upgrading them. Earn perk coins, by scrapping your unused normal perk cards. Each perk card you scrap will grant you 2 perk coins per rank. For example, when you scrap a rank 1 perk card, you'll receive 2 perk coins, and scrapping a rank 3 will reward 6 perk coins. Each legendary perk card can be upgraded up to 3 times at a price of 50, 100, and 150 perk coins to reach ranks 2, 3, and 4 respectively. So while legendary perk slots you've unlocked are account-wide, your legendary perk selection and upgrades are separate from each of your characters. And to help give your perk coin collection a boost, we've added a Become Legendary challenge to the Character Challenge menu, which awards 50 perk coins to characters who reach level 50. Please note, if your characters are already level 50 plus, this challenge will already be completed for them the next time you log in, and the 50 perk coin reward will be added to your perk coin total automatically. A lot of perks and a lot of coins. Design updates. General fast travel. It is now free to fast travel to Foundation and Crater. Thank the Lord. Combat bonus damage. We've changed the way that damage bonuses are calculated so that they now apply additively instead of multiplicatively. Please note that while stacking damage bonuses will now have a smaller overall effect on your damage output than before, these changes will actually make the resulting damage much more predictable and allow for future improvements. This is very important, for the health of the game going forward. It also creates better opportunities for us to make smarter and more effective balanced changes. So we're still evaluating feedback we've gathered on these changes from the PTS, but we also welcome your thoughts on how different weapons and builds feel after today's update so that we can make additional adjustments in the future. Items: the Alien Blaster, damage increased by 30%. Legendary weapons: the Assassin's legendary attribute now applies its bonus damage to human NPCs. The Secret Service armor, plans for light and ultra-light limb mods for Secret Service armor has been added. They're now purchasable from Regs and Vault 79. The Shish Kebab now deals fire damage instead of energy damage. Perks: Modern Renegade increased Modern Renegade's chance to cripple limbs from 234 to 4812%. Tank Killer pistols now benefit from the Tank Killer perk card. User interface: public teams. We've renamed the building team to casual and removed the casual team bonus. In its place, we've added a daily ops team type, which offers bonus XP for completing daily ops, 25% bonus XP to start, 100% bonus XP for a fully bonded team. We did this in part because it's not possible to build in public teammates' camps, and partly because most players were using the building team the way we had intended casuals to be used anyways. So removing the casual team option, it made room for us to add the new daily ops team type, which we feel players will find more useful following today's update. The World. Vault 94 is now accessible during world exploration in adventure mode and private worlds in Vault 51. We've added a new no camp zone around Vault 51's exterior in preparation for future content. As for bug fixes, that is where I'm ending it. You're going to have to read this at your own leisure. I just don't have the time. And to be perfectly honest, even if I did, this is about as far as my limit reaches for, how long I want to read patch notes on one game I don't really play. But there's a lot of bug fixes to arts and graphics, to camps and workshops, and challenges. There's a lot of bug fixes to death and respawns or to enemies and items. A lot of bug fixes with mutations, NPCs, performance and stability, and perks and quest and events, and sound and user interface and world. And that's it. So if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It greatly supports the channel. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll just break it off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be fantastic after all those wonderful things I said that could happen to you if you don't like. And if you want to... Did I already say that? See, I'm losing track of what I was just saying. Yeah, so if you want to subscribe, naturally, that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as. And hopefully I'll see maybe some of you in the next video. Bye for now.